And I was like, hello, mama, papa, I want to have a rock and roll cassette.
You were talking about Elvis. Just a quick question: what is your each of your favorite Elvis song? Can you pick one?
Let's start.
Yeah,
Let's start.
Let's start. It's really hard to say. I mean, of course, I really love Me Tender because it was like one of the first songs I ever heard. But yeah, it depends on the mood or in. For example, I really like Suspicious Minds too, for example, or a lot of other songs.
But do you prefer then the Vegas period or maybe his early rock and roll period? Or
Actually, I really. I know I'm not that cool as the other guys, but I really like the romantic songs he did.
The thing is, you can really listen to, because Elvis improved himself a lot, when you compare the 50s to the 60s or to the 70s, you said it before, Elvis did the rockabilly stuff in the 50s, in the early 50s, then you listen to maybe Jailhouse Rock 1957 and to That's Alright Mama 1954, and there's a big difference between that songs, but in a short time period, And then you have the 60s soundtrack movie songs and you have the 70s orchestra things. I can't really say that I have one special favorite song of Elvis because it depends which time of the Elvis era I like. For example, at the moment I like really the 70s of Elvis, and I'm listening to Always on My Mind or he has so you can really hear how he improved his voice till the 70s. He was at the end more or less like an opera singer, when he hit the high notes. So it was really cool. So I really can't say that I have a special song.
But don't you think that at the end of his life that he sounded really bluesy in his voice?
Yeah, there is. Basti mentioned Suspicious Minds, and there was one guy who said the song Suspicious Minds, when you listen to this song, you can really say that, or you think that, if you don't know that it's Elvis, that it is a black singer singing the song, and that he has a very soul-y and bluesy voice, and I think so too. But actually, when you, for example, Elvis did the song Unchained Melody, at the end of his career, 1977 and stuff like that, and you can really hear that he was really at the end kind of an opera singer, and he hit the high notes, and if you compare it to the 50s, he would never ever reach this highness. So he improved himself always with his voice, and it was pretty good.
For you the same question, but I don't think you could answer it. But if you have to pick one Elvis song,
I can answer it because
Okay.
it was my first song, Devil in Disguise. It was the first song that I listened to when my parents gave me this. I was 6 years old, and it was a Christmas present, and I had this cassette, this plastic cassette with the 2 holes in it. And my only wish was to have a rock and roll cassette. And I put the cassette into the player that my sister got that Christmas. And I listened to the first song, it was Devil in Disguise, and it started like, you look like an angel. And I was like, hello, mama, papa, I want to have a rock and roll cassette. And then the chorus was like, you the devil in disguise. And then it started, and that was actually the first.
Digger said then, that's all right, mama.
And I said, that's all right, mama. Ghetto fizz.
Yeah, man.
Here we are.
have you actually spoken to Lady Gaga about? Rihanna, the cover you did of Umbrella. Have you heard what she thinks about it?
No, not really. But we were once in Germany in an award show, and she was there too, and she had a lot of bodyguards around her. So we had no chance to go to her and ask her what she thinks about our version. But there was, in the show there was this small part. There was a big screen, and they were showing our video of Umbrella, and she was sitting there and she looked at the screen. But I actually don't know if she really realized that it was her song that we were singing there. So, but actually she was kind of bored of the whole show. So we don't really know what Rihanna is thinking about.
She was only smiling when the camera was on her face, but
Yeah.
this camera smile like.
Very nice.
That's a good smile.